All right, y'all. Episode 10, Whip Talk. Topic of the day is overthinking, man. Scenery a little different, man. I just wanted to be in some nature, man, and the whip is getting detailed at the moment. So, we're gonna do this outside. Overthinking. The pressure of overthinking is overwhelming. Overthinking and overwhelming, honestly, they go hand in hand, for real, for real. When you start to overthink and start to second guess yourself, you put more pressure on you, and then you start to overpressure, which is gonna cause you to mess up. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with strategically thinking, you know what I'm saying, to get a clear mindset and a clear understanding of what you about to do and where you going with it and how you gonna do it. That's cool. But once you get the this, that, oh no, I shouldn't do this, but do this, I should do this, no, I shouldn't do this. That right there, that will stress, excuse my language, that will stress the hell out of you, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, I fell victim to this recently. It's crazy that we're talking about this right now, because I literally just fell victim to this maybe 2 weeks ago. Just overthinking, just thinking heavily about the situation and overthinking. And you know what? We went to church Sunday and, like the preacher was like, stressing is literally a sin in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So overthinking makes you stress. You feel what I'm saying? So ultimately, I got on my knees, I prayed to God, I read the scripture, I read my prayers and praise for men, and it's so beautiful how God works, because the scripture and the praise that I read that day was pertaining to overwhelming myself, overthinking about certain situations, dwelling on the decision whether it's right or wrong. At the very moment that you decide, that you make up in your mental that you gonna go with the move, go with the move. Give it to God. If you feel deeply in your heart that it's right, give it to God. He don't make no mistakes. Not saying that you don't make no mistakes, because we all make mistakes. We are not perfect. In no shape or form, we are not perfect. But at the end of the day, you give it to God, and you can rest kindly in your heart. You can mentally breathe. You know what I'm saying? Of course you can breathe physically and with the oxygen, but your mentally, you could just breathe and relax. You could just be like, you know what? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. But at the end of the day, it's with good intentions. God ain't gonna steer you wrong. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you won't be as stressful. It won't hinder your day. It won't take away from your day. It won't take away from your family. It won't take away from your friends. It won't take away from the activities that you got planned today. But I'm telling you, when you start to overthink shit, that shit could throw your whole day off. It could throw your whole schedule off. It makes you forget that you got this plan or that you gonna do this, because you too busy overwhelming yourself about this situation. And it could be, when I say overwhelming, it could be pertaining to anything. It could be pertaining to overthinking, damn, should I go up in weights today? Just because, or should I just chill? You could be overthinking planning a trip. It could be something as simple as your diet. Don't overthink it. If you feel the need that is for the betterment of you, do it. You feel what I'm saying? And these are just little simple categories. Now, overthinking can be overwhelming in a way deeper sense, but I ain't gonna crawl down that rabbit hole, because we'll be here all day. Feel what I'm saying? Keep prayer, keep God, stay happy. Whip talk.